Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our regularly scheduled Wednesday night free training. And tonight, we're going to do something a little different. As a matter of fact, we're going to do something that's a lot different. Let me just kind of scroll down and see who's here. I love it when old students and old friends keep coming back. And okay, super. Okay. Now, I have, let me just start out by saying 27 years I've been involved with network marketing, and it just gets better every year. What do I mean by that? When I first got into network marketing, the social network of choice was America Online, where you had limited information about someone. You had profiles, no pictures, 600 characters. But you had enough information about someone to start a conversation. And when I shared my formula and scripts back then, a lot of people made money building their network marketing business. Some people became millionaires in their company. My good friend George Ruiz has someone that has been following George since the AOL days. Is $1 million earner in his business because of what he learned years ago on America Online. And over the years, social networks have evolved. They've gotten more popular to where years ago I had to convince people to go to AOL. Today, I don't have to convince anybody to go to Facebook or for that matter, LinkedIn. It's gotten easier. It's gotten faster. It's gotten, frankly, better. Because you can tell in advance the people that clearly need what you have, want what you have. As a matter of fact, now LinkedIn, which is the hot spot to build a network marketing business, is being overrun by network marketers. So I had a meeting about a week ago with a number of top earners in 5 companies that I work with. And we were talking about, we have our upcoming retreat on Friday. And for those of you that are participating, we extended it so that it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the reason for that is to make it easy on me. Prior to April, I could go on and go 10 hours, 12 hours without batting an eyelash. And unfortunately, on April the 9th, I woke up with Bell's palsy and knocked me on my proverbial butt for a month. I'm about 85, 90% recovered, but putting in 2 long days is not healthy for me. So we broke it up. I really just wanted to do it in 2 days. So for those of you that are participating in the retreat, we're going to be starting at 10 o'clock every morning and go to 3 on Friday, on Saturday, and on Sunday. And we've got a lot of really exciting information to share with everybody. Information that's going to help everybody go to the top of their company faster. But in talking to my friends, we were talking about some changes we've made to our 90-day game plan for building a network marketing business. So the subject came up about a general 90-day game plan not to teach people how to build a business, but to take the information that we provide everybody in our boot camps, which most people are surprised is so extensive. I hear all the time, Max, I never expected to get all that information. It's hard to digest. Most people can't get through all the information in one boot camp. So they come back and they do a second and they do a third. So that is responsible for the idea that I'm going to talk about tonight. Because are you where you want to be financially in your network marketing business? Maybe not. Why? Why is that? With Facebook, 2.9 billion people, LinkedIn, 860 million professional, they're adding 10 million every month. You have enough people to speak with about your business? They're there, they're waiting for you. Are you actually talking to enough people every day? You're learning a dance. It's 4 steps. Create a page, connect with people, communicate with them, close them. Once you get the steps down, you put the steps to the rhythm of the music of conversations. You get out on a dance floor, you start dancing with people. Are your conversations with them going nowhere? Are you making presentations but just not closing any business? What problems are you having that are holding you back? So if you're not sure what your problems are and don't know how to fix the ones you know you've got, then you're like a hamster in a wheel. Lots of motion, but going nowhere. And that's why we came up with the idea of a 90-day boot camp challenge. Now, everybody that's been through a boot camp knows that every month they change. Every month we're adding new elements, we're adding new features, we're adding new strategies, we're adding new scripts, because every month is a different month. So you may have read or heard about the concept and power of 90 days in other personal development trainings. It's through consistency that you develop the habits, you develop the skills, you become familiar with the whole process to where you can almost do it in your sleep. It's almost subconscious. There are all kinds of motivation and training programs out there that can change your life in 90 days. And that's what we're going to do in our 90-day boot camp challenge. Now, every month we do boot camps, and there are going to be people in the September boot camp, in the October boot camp, in the November boot camp that are not part of the 90-day challenge, although we're going to encourage everybody to jump in and participate, because 90 days is what it takes to master this whole process. In 12 weeks, you can experience a life-changing breakthrough that will put you on the trajectory to finally achieving your fondest, most important goals and dreams. Now, whether it's a 90-day game plan for boot camp, whatever it is, it's repetition. 90 days may be just what you need to have that big breakthrough. I want to talk a little bit about the concept of a 90-day game plan. They're used by every network marketing company to help their distributors achieve rapid growth in record time and removes the guesswork from getting started in their business. You know, 27 years ago, the first training that I ever produced was 3 steps. Create a page, connect with people, and communicate with them. I didn't get into closing because I assumed that leaders in every company had their own style, had their own concepts about closing. Didn't take me long to learn from my students that people didn't have a clue. So it became create, connect, communicate, and close. And then about 8 years later, I was encouraged to do a retreat and teach the things that are never talked about in network marketing. We had our first top earner retreat. I used to do one a year. And then it became twice a year, semi-annual event. And when we released the 90-day game plan in 2016, that was the first one. We started doing these retreats every quarter to coincide with our 90-day game plan. I have on a desk in my office 180 90-day game plans from different companies. People were sending them to me. And 80% of them, they're all the same. They're all the same. What we did was we took our 90-day game plan and we added social media, how to build your business 90 days on Facebook and LinkedIn. Now, why 90 days? Because it's going to take you 90 days to put full action into achieving your personal and team goals. Divide 90 days into 3 30-day plans so you can adjust your business each month. So in our September boot camp, we're all going to identify what we need help working on. Now, for some people, it's going to be profile creation, profile adjusting. You get that done, and then it's all about searching for people, and ultimately it's about conversation. So wherever you are at the end of September, profiles are done, got the searching down, now it's all about conversation. So in October and November, that's the focus. Now, some people take longer than others. Some people may just get through creating their profile and getting that hooked up in September. October, it's going to be searching for people. Everybody moves through this process at their own pace. Now, why 90 days? Because when a rocket is launched, most of the energy and combustion is used in a launch. Then it continues to fly on the momentum created by the initial blast off. The connections that you make in September, for that matter, for those of you that are already students, the connections that you've made over the last 12 months, over the last 24 months, are there, they're ripe. They're ready to re-engage. Our project launch script is helping people break records because they go back and they reconnect with somebody that they spoke to a year and a half ago. The actions you take during your first 90 days are going to have the same effect on your business. So you're going to follow the scripts, follow the plan, and you're going to watch your business grow. Now, let me change screens for just a second. So for coming tonight, we gave you the opportunity to download our Cracking the Social Network code. And it breaks down the 4 steps to building your business. We just finished up our August boot camp. And for those of you that had achieved or attended previous boot camps, you notice that things have changed. We've moved things around. We've consolidated things. One of the tools that we're making available to everybody is a downloadable version of Think and Grow Rich. And we encourage everybody to read it, because what the mind can believe in can achieve. And there's nothing to stop any of you from engaging in this process, talking to people, and building your business. We're witnessing that right now with one of my students, Francisco Rodriguez. So we have a boot camp toolbox. And now we have our 90-day boot camp challenge, which is going to enable you to participate in 3 boot camps and pick up additionally our scripts book, which is a totally different document than this one. Our September boot camp is going to be loaded with all kinds of new training, new material. October is going to be different. November is going to be different. We're literally, the summer's over, we're into the fall. And the information, the new information that we're going to be sharing with everybody in these next 3 boot camps are going to set the stage for many people to experience rapid rank advancement all through and up to the end of the year. Now, it all starts with profiles, okay? It all starts with visibility, and that's why we've been giving away the profile checklist, the profile guide that all of you have. Is a lot more complex, it's a lot more complete, but it starts with your online presence, everybody's perception of who you are. LinkedIn has made every day they're making new changes. Facebook, same thing. The emphasis when you post is now on stories. Now you can post things in your timeline, you can post things in your news feed. Posting things here is not as effective as putting up a story. Now, early today, I posted one.
Just back from the groomer. Whoa. So something. And he is ready. Are you ready to come home? I mean, are you ready to see mom and the boys? Come on.
Now,
oh, yeah. Simba is.
And so what happens is whatever you post, people are now reacting. What I'm finding amazing, absolutely amazing, and you're going to find it too, is that people that you're connected to, people that you haven't talked to. I haven't talked to Ron Federico. Well, let's see. So the last time I talked to Ron was back in November last year. Today, Ron is a top earner in Melaleuca. You come down here, there are people, again, that I haven't spoken to in years. There are going to be people that you haven't talked to in years. Richard is one of the top earners in New Skin. When was the last time I talked to Richard? Okay. February 2020. This is a phenomenal way to restart, resurrect conversations with people. The first time I did this, I had over 1,500 people react and respond to it. Every day I come in, you're going to find the same things. This is going to be the emphasis.
Ready. And he's looking good.
Now, they only stay up for 24 hours, but that's going to be enough time to restart conversations, recreate, and restart, frankly, new relationships with folks. But you have to be visible. People have to see what you're doing, and every once in a while, the concept has grown and it's exploded. And so there are all kinds of social media people out there training various versions of what I've been teaching for 27 years. Grow your downline by having people come to you. The formula used by 13,000 networks, attraction marketing. There are all kinds of people out there teaching variations of what I've been teaching for years. And the truth is, if there was someone that was doing a better job, something that was simpler, easier, and faster, I'd be including it in my training. I've looked at all of these. LinkedIn is where you all want to be. And what LinkedIn is doing now is they are making it easier. Last month, in July, 11 million people joined LinkedIn. It's like a tidal wave of people that are jumping on LinkedIn. Why? Because you got 870 million professionals that you're going to be able to reach out, you're going to be able to talk to, qualify them, talk to them about the business. But it starts with visibility. What people see. Okay, what people see. Now, earlier today, Don, I'm glad to see. Let me bring up Don's. Now, Don was in boot camp 2 years ago, and it's funny how. Let me unmute him for just a moment. Now Don's working, so he may not be able to unmute. But looking at his profile, we talked a little earlier today, and I don't know how I remembered, but I remembered his participation 2 years ago because of his background. I remember we were trying to come up with a helicopter because he's come down here. By the way, these live broadcasts are now beginning to literally permeate all of LinkedIn. As a matter of fact, starting next week, I'm going to be doing live broadcasts. Although right now, if you were to look at my profile, you can see my broadcast is right here. But going back to Don, Don was in the Marines for 25 years. And what does that mean? Number one, for Don, he can pop up here and he could be looking for people. Let's look at U.S. Marines. So on LinkedIn, you have 7,200 people that describe U.S. Marines. United States, United States Marine Corps. 348,000 people. It's keywords. Now, retire. 14,000 people. Veteran. 44,000. Transitioning, getting out of the Marines. 9,600 people. 9,600 people that, frankly, anybody could be talking to. Your profile comes, of course, being professional, but Don's going to have an edge. Semper Fi. And yet, you could come up here and you could do this with any branch of the service. People are going to react and respond on here to people that they have things in common with. The more you have in common with someone, the easier it is to make a connection. So now that he's out of Marines, he trains people in security. So there are going to be easily half a dozen industries. Come up here. Security. There's 9.6 million people that are in the security field. Looking for opportunities in security. 51,000 people. There is no shortage, my friends, of people for you to talk to. Let me bring up Carol. Carol's working on his. You're all works in progress. Let me look at Dave. Okay. Everybody's perception of who you are is based on what they see. Social networking law number one. What you see on someone's profile is what they want to talk about. And so you develop a strategy, you develop an approach. All right. So again, join our cruise club. Okay. So what's wrong with this? The way this is set up, you're waiting for people to come to you. Okay. Now I would say the same thing if you were building a Isagenix business, a new skin business, whatever it is. Dave has turned his profile into a commercial for his business. We don't have to ask Dave what he does. Like, hey, listen, you want to join a cruise? So with your profile like this, Dave, this is what you're missing out on. Now, again, different markets. So maybe you're not looking for people that are looking for an opportunity. You're looking for people here that want to take a cruise. There are no less. Now, we did this last week. There were 7 million. Today, they're 8. It's growing. You got 8 million people here that are looking for a new opportunity. You want to be the person that they want to talk to. And so let me unmute Dave for a minute.
Good evening, Max.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
Doing pretty good, thank you.
So how's your cruising business going?
Well, as you know, the COVID pandemic thing put a real wrench into that, but the club is growing rapidly now that we're back into cruising again.
Well, that's for sure. That's for sure. So you're primarily on here promoting your cruising club.
Yes.
Now you're just looking for people to take cruises, or you're looking for agents to market and promote it?
I'm open to both.
Okay. So how is this LinkedIn page working for you?
Has not helped much. I sure get a lot of people trying to sell me, but nobody that wants to ask about my business.
Right. Now, one thing I want to point out. See, I'm looking at your page here, and I can see that you have 8,300 followers. Now, what that tells me is your settings are off. So if somebody looking at you, see, we're connected. But if someone that was not connected to you was looking at your profile, instead of seeing a connect button, they'd see a follow button. So you need to go in there and you need to readjust your settings, because you don't want people following you. You want people connecting with you. LinkedIn is going to be making a lot of changes as we move into the fall, as we move into towards the end of the year. I can't believe it. Let me say hello. probably one of my favorite, absolute favorite students.
Hi, how are you?
There you are. How am I? I mean, you're, how are you?
Okay, I come around when I need another 25,000. So time to go back to back. So that's what happens. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Well, we really need, listen, you still got some time with me. We really need to get back together, even if it's for 30 minutes and just, kind of catch you up on what you're doing. But last time we spoke, you told me you had 81 customers, and
Yeah.
I love that dollar amount you shared with me. How's everything been
Yeah.
going? How's that?
Everything's going pretty good. My income is pretty good. I still need to help team members, but it's all about finding the right people. Thanks to you, connecting with people isn't the problem for me. But I like to connect with a different set of people. I have some really great customers. I would like better business people.
Mhm.
How's that? Is that more fair?
Oh, sure. So last time we spoke, you were Director 7. Are we still there, or have we
Yes,
moved on?
I'm still Director 7. And I'm still doing pretty good. I mean, I try not to complain because, again, like you showed me, my income's still pretty good.
Yeah, but
From
I gotta,
that.
yeah. Well, listen, you're looking at a woman here, chiropractor, busy practice. It's 4 kids, right?
3, yeah, no
3,
extra.
3, 3
But
kids.
you count my husband. You're counting him.
Right, right. Yeah. So one busy lady, and yet, she still has time for this. Yeah, I've got some, reach out to Casey in my office. Let's set up 30 minutes, and I can show you. Now, let me just say this. Okay, let's just come down here for a minute. What you could do, okay, is just go on LinkedIn and change the start date
Okay.
from December to August.
Okay.
And that's going to create an anniversary. Now we're halfway through the month. So as soon as we roll into September, just change the date to September. And that's going to create all kinds of anniversary wishes
Awesome.
from people that are going to say, hey, happy anniversary. It's going to give you an opportunity to talk to people.
Okay.
Now you've got the same thing over here. Your settings are off.
Okay.
And right now you've got a follow me button up here as opposed to the connect button. One other thing that you can do. Okay, so your birthday is in December. So go to September. You don't want it to be over the Labor Day weekend. So maybe 2 days after the Labor Day weekend. Just change it to September.
Okay.
And what that's going to do is that's going to create all kinds of, birthday wishes, which will lead to conversations.
Awesome.
All
Okay.
right. And then of course, well, we'll talk about that when we get time. We want to get you up to senior director.
Oh, yes, we do. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah. Just here's what I want you to think about. Senior director by Thanksgiving.
You'll almost spit out my drink, but yes.
Okay. Yeah, senior director. Come on, you're at 7 already.
Right.
So that's not going to be all that difficult. I know you. Okay. Let me look at some of the other folks that are here. Now, let me look. one of my favorite people. And so Debbie, you can do the same thing. Let me just unmute you for a minute. Just change this to change it to August initially. And what that's going to do is that's going to create congratulations on your anniversary. It's, folks, it's all about having conversations. You know, they tell you when you get into network marketing to make a list. Make a list of the people that you know. And then call them. And we've already proven there's a better, easier, and faster way to do it. Let's look over here at James. Now, LinkedIn is moving everything around. They're moving everything around. And someone asked me about a month ago, why? Why is it that LinkedIn makes all of these changes? Why do they move? Why are they moving things around? And there's a very, very simple answer. It's the same reason why Google changes things. They're trying to maintain the integrity. People go on, Google is moving things around because people have learned to trick Google. You do a search for something, you got these SEO people that are out here telling everybody, oh, listen, you know, we can give you the #1 position. And James, it's nice to see you. Let me unmute you. So what LinkedIn is doing, and this is what's happening. You get all of these computer people that go in there and they break down LinkedIn. They know where all, you know, where the search part is. They know where this is. They know where that is. And so they write these robots. They create these robots that go in and automate things. They're reaching out to people automatically. And so what LinkedIn does, Facebook does the same thing. They move things around so that the people that have created these automated systems, they don't work anymore. So again, an easy thing to do is just change a date to this month. And that's going to create all kinds of incoming activity. Let me so Roland, do you see yourself here? it's all about putting yourself out here and making yourself visible to the people that you know in advance would be interested in talking to you. You don't want to have your profile being a commercial for your business. Your profile is designed to be a commercial for you. For you. And you have every opportunity to dazzle the online world. Let me look in the. Okay, so JD wants to know how many baby boomers are listed. And LinkedIn doesn't give you that demographic, although they're trying. See, they'll let you put in your month and your day, birthday. They don't let you list your year. So there are ways to find baby boomers. Okay. And obviously you could tell a lot by looking at the picture. A great way to do it would be, let's pick, and I wouldn't necessarily search for baby boomers. I would be searching for people by their profession, and you could pick out the baby boomers. How do you know? The picture is going to tell you. But you could actually do a search. Arizona State University. All right. So we go over to the school. And then we go to the university page. So they got 769,000 people. Now we can go to the alumni. We got 500,000. And we could say that somebody, a baby boomer, would have graduated from Arizona State University in let's say 1980. Now watch what happens to this number. There's 25,000 people. And you can search for them by where they live, where they work, what they do. You come down here, you got baby boomers. Lots of different ways to search, to find. But again, the most effective way would be to look for people by profession, and you pick out the people that just look older. Okay, now let me look over here at Dawn. Okay, now what we find is we find a lot of people, they've turned this into a commercial, for their business. organic lead generation system. And the issue that I don't know whether you found it yet. The issue is every day, I don't know about other folks here, every day I hear from at least 5 people that are approaching me about leads. You need leads, everybody, you need leads, you need leads, you need leads. And waiting for people, these type of ads or profiles are designed to give someone credibility so that people will find them. The ability to go out and connect with people that would want to avail of their services, non-existent. Non-existent. In fact, when you're contacted by people like this, see, it's his business. You get contacted by someone representing a business like this, you look at how long they've been working for the company. In which case you might discover that they've only been doing it for 6 months or a year. They're not making the kind of money they'd like. And you could actually bring some of these people into your networking business. Let's look. Same thing. All you have to do is change the start date and you're going to be dealing with incoming. Now, let me come back over here. Now, when you repeatedly execute the steps in a 90-day game plan, you're going to develop the strong business building habits needed to achieve your goal. So what are the habits that you need to develop and strengthen in boot camp? Well, every day we need to jump into our account. We need to look and see who all our new connections are, and we need to write to them with the icebreaker. We need to go into the message center and answer the people that have written to us. And we also need to be searching for people, whatever the number is. Searching for new people, acknowledging the new people that have accepted your connections, and talking to people every day. The more you do this, the better you get. The more you do this, the better prospects you're going to pick out. Now, the concept of a 90-day game plan was originally introduced to the network marketing industry. Actually, it's 27 years ago by Burke Hedges, who is a good friend. He was a $1 million earner in Amway. And he wrote the book, Who Stole the American Dream and the Parable of the Pipeline. And he reached out to me, I think the 3rd year that I was offering social media training, and we co-authored together, we don't have it here, a training program for Amway called Make the Internet Your Warm Market. He introduced the concept. Mark Yarnell used the concept of a 90-day game plan to build an organization of 12,000 people in 6 months. His book, The First Year in Network Marketing, is a classic. It's one of the books we recommend for everybody that participates in the retreat. How to Become Filthy Stinking Rich. Another great book. Now, for those of you that are going to be participating in our 2-day top earner retreat, that's going to take place on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. One of the tools that are going to be available to you is our 90-day game plan. This is a step-by-step guide to starting a business and training everybody that comes into the business to effectively build a business. I didn't invent the concept of a 90-day game plan. It's a proven process of achieving growth in record time. What we did back in 2016 was we took the concept, and what we did was we showed everybody how to do it using LinkedIn and Facebook. These are the exact methods used by thousands of top earners. And it lays a foundation to support future growth and massive duplication. And it provides crucial strategies for starting a network marketing business correctly, because you're all building a team. You don't become a top earner in your business by yourself. You need a team. Everybody focused on the same goals. This helps everybody cut their learning curve in half, save time, money, and energy, and avoid the common startup mistakes that result in failure. And this is one of the tools we have for all of you in our top earner retreat. Let me come back over here quickly. Now, we're in the process, when we talk about the retreat, the 90-day game plan steps everybody through the process. It's broken down into 4 parts. Again, it's the same concept. This is not create, connect, communicate, and close. This is preparation, pre-launch, launch, and event. Network marketing has always been about driving your prospects to events. It covers everything. The importance of having a buddy system. Now I'm going to come back over. Over here to the retreat, and they're in the process of working on it now. So right now we have day 1 and 2. We're also in the process of updating the whale book. Now, this is a step-by-step guide to bringing whales to prospecting and recruiting whales. So this is in the process of being updated as well to take in the recession. It's another perfect storm of opportunity for all of you. So what we're going to be doing, instead of having 2 days with your resources down the side, my spring retreat, we put the resources up at the top, and it was a 3-day situation, again, because I was dealing, frankly, I didn't think I was going to be able to do this one, to tell you the truth. So we spread it out over 3 days. But we covered in the spring is going to be dramatically different than what we're going to cover on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So what I want you to do and I'm gonna put the link. Go to www.maxsteingart.com / I'm sorry, 90-day challenge. And I'm going to put this in the chat window. For those of you that are watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn, it'll put you in the September, October, November boot camp, the height of the holiday season. And it's going to get you our scripts book, which is in the process again of being updated. So you get 3 boot camps plus the scripts book for $249. It'll put you in the September boot camp. And the nice thing is this, for those of you that are coming back, as soon as you register for the September boot camp, I'm not sure he updated this yet. Let me see. They haven't updated it yet, but okay. So here's the September boot camp. So as soon as you register for the September boot camp, you're going to get immediate access to the August boot camp that just finished. So you could jump in right away. You don't have to wait until September the 6th to get started. Let's come back over here. James, it's in your settings. You have to go in your settings. When you go to your settings, LinkedIn is very tricky. And by the way, LinkedIn is very tricky. So you go to visibility. And go down here to followers. Now, you want everybody to be able to follow you. But what they've done is they trick you to make follow your primary. We come back up here. How did I know? because I can see your followers. Now, what they've done, see, if we look at your profile, they kind of tricked you. If you take what you've posted and you want to make it part of your profile, it moves it up here. And in the process of doing that, you lose the connect button. See, it's creator mode. Get discovery, showcase content. Right now, I've got it turned off. If I wanted people to see my profile, on my profile, my posts, then I'd have to become a creator. Well, the truth is that people can see my activity by clicking on a section that says activity. Now, let me just take one more look. Now, Roland, you never spoke up, so couldn't find you on here. Are you on LinkedIn? You're unmuted now. You were muted. You were unmuted. Okay, folks, I got to tell you. There's a reason why LinkedIn is growing as fast as it's growing. It's no longer a secret. If you have a clue, a remote clue as to who would be a good prospect for your business, they're easy to connect with. They're easy to find. I'm going to just kind of go through this. So it's maxlongo.com/90-day challenge. Now, historically, when you get into network marketing, what's the first thing they ask you to do? They ask you to make a list of your friends, call your friends up, and as soon as you tell them about your business, you're busted. You're busted. When you have your new recruits do that, and they get so much negativity from their friend, I can't believe you bought into another one of those pyramids. They begin to doubt the wisdom of getting into your business. So instead, you get your new recruit, the people you bring into the business, their settings may be off. They may be off, but you were able to connect with them. Now, what do? We get them to open up their settings. We get them to make themselves visible. And then change your picture. And their friends, the people that they're connected to, the people that they would have called to tell them about their new opportunity, are responding to the fact that they changed their picture. Mary, I'm glad you like my new picture. What's new in your world? And then they come back and Mary tells you that she was forced to go part-time. They're looking for ways to make some extra money. The dynamics of the conversation change, and you could bring Mary into the business. Now, once Mary's in the business, you get Mary to open up her settings, change her picture, and people that she's connected to react and respond. Conversation starts along the same lines, and she's bringing 2 more people into the business, 2 people that she would have called and gotten shut down with. Then you take those 2 people and you do exactly the same thing. And before you know it, you've got a team of excited, motivated people that haven't had to go to their warm market list. Now, with all of the power of posting and using moving images is having an amazing effect with people, and it's speeding up the process. Look at all the holidays. Our holiday strategy is kicking it. Today was Black Cat Appreciation Day. Let me just. In September, you got 40 holidays. November, October, November, and December. Oh my God, the holiday strategy is outrageous. Yesterday was International Joke Day. Today, National Black Cat Appreciation Day. And so these holidays are going to give you an opportunity to start conversations, to restart conversations. Now so we've got the holiday strategies. People respond to you faster, which starts conversations. That's what it's about, conversations. A like, a comment, a share becomes a lead. Leads become prospects. Prospects become business builders or customers. Our posting strategies work exactly the same way. You know, come to think of it, it was October of last year that we expanded our holiday strategy process, not just for the main holidays, but for the unofficial holidays. And the special project launch scripts are creating results, but it only works with the right people. We contacted 100 people, 75 responded. So far, I've enrolled 11 people. Sent out 100 messages over 2 days, 87 people responded. These are people you're already connected to. Marissa used the holiday strategy and the project launch strategy to enroll 13 people in 10 days over Christmas. Terry enrolled 7 people in 4 days. Al, 3 over Christmas. Enrolled 1 business builder, 2 customers. The business builder brought in 750 people in the first 15 days of December. Will Zanders was number 6 when we started working together. Today, he's number 2. Opened up his settings, made him so visible. Within 72 hours, he was the number 1 recruiter, just reacting to the people that were responding to what he did. 2 weeks later, he made 2 posts, generated dozens of sales because his profile promotes him, not his business, not any business. He called in with a success story, bring somebody brand new into his business, no experience in network marketing. 2 weeks later, she's the number 7 recruiter in his company.
I do have a great quick testimony. Just sponsored a new individual. I've actually got a member of my team on here who's one of our newest 6-figure earners, Melissa Brower. So I wanted to give her a shout out. She just hit 100K in this company. She's already done it before, but this is the most fun we've had. And a young lady I just sponsored who has 0 network marketing experience. I taught her just a few of the techniques that you taught me, and she's already like number 7 in recruiting in our company right now. I just saw her name on the leaderboard tonight. So I was like, wow, I got to tell Max. So it's really cool. I just wanted to tell you, man, everything you're teaching, it works in real life. And we all appreciate you so much.
Now, last month, he's coming back from Vegas. He made 2 posts. He changed his picture, which is a very effective strategy. Picture on the left. 63 people responded. 33 people made comments. On the right, 20 people made comments. 39 people reacted and responded. He's leaving his company convention. He's got 2 of his new recruits in the back. And he's teaching them the process. They're talking to prospects on their laptops while he's driving.
I'm driving, so I want to share this quick testimonial in case my signal cuts out. But I'm heading out of Vegas right now. Had a great time in Las Vegas. You know, I was in your boot camps and we were doing the private coaching. It was amazing. I'm actually working with 2 of my team members right now. One of my guys who's in the car right now has 5 conversations going on about his business and had 0 yesterday. Everybody who's on the Zoom, Max is the guy you want to work with. This is one of the trainers in network marketing who actually has stuff that flat out works in real life, not the latest, greatest ClickFunnels, shiny guru stuff. You want the real stuff that works. Now, last but not least, Max, last time we talked, I think I was the number 6 earner in the company or number 5. So I'm number 2 right now. So we've got a little bit ways to go to number 1, but I just wanted to thank you personally for just really giving us and my organization tools that we really needed, especially from a conversational flow standpoint to get to that level. So we've had a lot of rank advances since then. We're still polishing some things up. If I need to do some more coaching with you, I can acknowledge that. But I'm the number 2 earner right now. I just hit the diamond rank last month. That's a solid 45, 50,000 a month, easy. So this has actually been so far the biggest month I've ever had in 10 years of network marketing, man. So I really just wanted to thank you personally. And anybody who's on the Zoom, man, you really got to take this stuff seriously. Don't just play with it. Max is the real deal.
So he went from number 6 to number 2, 10 months. Francisco, by the end of January, well, let me just say, Francisco ended 2021 with 17,000 people. He ended 2020 with 200 people and 5 network marketers on his team. 1 year later, 17,000 people. He closes out December the following month. 1 month later, he goes from 17,000 to 38,000. 38,000 people in 13 months. And it's not doing anything different than what I'm sharing with all of you. My leaders are continuing to tell me that they attribute their fantastic team growth to your wonderful scripts. They're also teaching their team members to follow your 90-day game plan. It's creating more team excitement, motivation, and faster results than they've ever experienced before. Everybody loves him. Now, how is he creating these relationships? He's talking to network marketers. He's putting himself out there as a social media trainer who's my protege. That's right, my protege. He's being mentored, and every one of my coaching students, every one of you, you're all my proteges. When we get done, you're going to know more than 95% of the social media people out there. Everybody loves him. And then in June, now he's up to 52,000 people. And he just got off the phone with a major whale, had a disagreement with the company. 600,000 people wants to leave, go someplace else. And last Friday, we signed him up in the business. 72,000 members. You don't do this by yourself. You do this with a team. Now, in our 90-day challenge, in our 90-day bootcamp challenge, we're going to work with all of you. Now, think about it for just a minute. In bootcamp, we have 4 sessions that consist of 2 hours. So you have 8 hours of solid bootcamp sessions. And then over 2 weeks, you have 12 hours of Ask Max sessions. That's 24. That's 32 hours times 3 months. That's 96 hours. Rosa Gonzalez, 15,000 people in her business. So 96 hours. Now, if you broke it down by days, it's $2.74 a day. Folks, we're here to help all of you. Looking forward to. Oh, I guess what I should do is if you want to jump into the retreat, let me put this in the chat window. Go to maxsteingart.com/retreat and use the promo code biggest deal. Now drop the price to $75. I've never done this before, but it's my 27 year in network marketing. Usually my retreats have 100, sometimes 150, tops 200 people. I'm going to fill it up, 300 people, as many people as want to come. 3 days where we will reveal what the top earners in network marketing know. By the way, if you can't devote all of your time, all of the sessions will be recorded. Cicely, it was nice seeing you. Actually, it was nice seeing a lot of you. Glad you're back. And all I can say is 2022 is going to be a great year for all of you. If you think you did well in 2019 with COVID, the recession, rising gas prices, rising fuel prices, inflation, more people than ever before are looking for ways to make extra money. More people than ever before are going to be turning to network marketing. You, my friends, have the solution to these problems. Until next time, best of luck in building your business, and God bless.